I've never had travel anxiety before, which is why the other day when I got it for the first time, it was a little confusing to me. Basically, I booked a last-minute trip to San Diego with about less than 48 hours to plan everything. I tend to plan things out pretty thoroughly, and I've traveled so much. I've traveled out of the country, and that didn't even give me travel anxiety. But this time, for some reason, I just could not shake that feeling. I thought about canceling the trip, and I definitely wanted to, but unfortunately everything was non-refundable, and so I ended up going whether I wanted to or not. The thing is, I did want to. I was just really nervous about it. The morning I woke up for my travel day, I wasn't even nervous anymore. It just went away, and I really don't know why, but I'm glad I went through with it. Just walked to the beach. I'm making my oatmeal now. I really miss the beach because, I mean, living in the mountains is super fun and cool and all. And I love it. I love it so much. I'm so glad that I do live in the mountains. But I am kind of also just always missing the beach. Okay, let's move. This chair may break at any second. Okay, oh, the other one's like that too. All right, well, we're good. Probably. I feel weird because I kind of just capture every moment around me. I don't really film myself. And if I do film myself, I'm not talking, but all I do is talk. I like doing things and capturing the feeling of that thing. And also, I have things to say, but I don't have anyone to say them to. So I don't know, part of me kind of wants to start like a little video diary. I think we get too self-aware, and I think everyone's too aware of everything, to a fault almost. Like, it's good to be self-aware, 100%. I think there comes a point though when we're like overly critical of other people, like when someone's like cringe. And I get it. I'm guilty. I'll use I'm like, oh, that's kind of cringe. I do things and I'm like, ooh. It's so annoying because why does it even matter? Like, someone just being themselves. Like, they're literally just like doing the things. They have their own sense of humor, and someone's like, that's cringe. And it makes everyone kind of just want to not be themselves. I think we're just too self-aware and overly critical of absolutely everything that we do ourselves and also everyone else. I feel like we should just be cringe. If someone else doesn't like it, that's not our business. The Courage to Be Disliked is a really good book that kind of really gets into it, and it dives into like the subconscious nature, opinions on others, and the way that others view you, and caring about it versus not caring about it, and really just reinforces the idea that everything that you think and do and say, that is the only thing that matters. Obviously nothing is black and white. Like, if you're a shitty person, you're just like the worst person ever. That's not cool. But as far as just being a normal human being who has a good heart, if someone was like, hey, you're not funny, they think you're not funny. And while it seems like it would be our business to be like, what someone says about me is obviously my business, it's not. Someone is mean enough to be like, they're not funny. You don't really want them in your life anyway. If you give it more energy, you're just gonna keep furthering this narrative on yourself, and then it's gonna be something you're self-conscious about, and then it's just a spiral of thoughts in you, and then on, that story is now created. Now in your head, you're going to think, am I not being funny right now? Like, are they laughing because they feel bad for me or whatever it is, because you let that energy consume you from someone else. Or, and it's easier said than done, you can also just remind yourself gently, hey, that's their opinion. That's their business. That's not my business. If they're mean, they don't think I'm funny. If they're just rude, I don't really want to be associated with them. Long story short, if someone thinks you're weird, let them think that. It has nothing to do with you. Maybe you are weird, okay? But that's a good thing. I think that's fun. I think that the more you are yourself, the more you're gonna attract the people and opportunities that are meant for you. Because if you keep putting on this persona, someone that's not you, you're gonna attract people and opportunities that are meant for that persona. But deep down, it's not going to be what feels fulfilling to you. And when you do put on a certain persona and a certain face and kind of tailor yourself to be more palatable or fitting for things around you, I think that kind of in the end will leave you with this kind of empty feeling of thinking that you can't have a deep connection with, you know, people around you, and that you just won't feel fulfilled. I feel like it'll feel like you're not surrounded by people that really get you and want the best for you, because they don't know you, if that makes any sense. So be yourself. Just be yourself. Just do the things that you want to do. Say the things you want to say. If it's coming from a good place, let everything come from a good place, and you'll attract the right people and the right opportunities, and things will just seem to align for you. I feel like that's always been what happens when I tend to be in touch with myself more. I attract more things meant for me. Yeah, so there's my morning thoughts. You can see like the sun coming out right over there. I think that's so beautiful. Today was nice. I just spent the last hour relaxing. I don't normally let myself do that. I've been working on giving myself some more grace, because if I just go all day long, I feel like I just won't enjoy myself nearly as much. I just get tired and I'm like, I don't want to do something right now. I just want to sit down and watch a YouTube video or spend all day out. My phone died while I was in the middle of driving through the city. I didn't know where I was. I was actually like 30 minutes away from my Airbnb, and I was just kind of cruising. I was cruising around. My phone randomly died, and I was fine. I wasn't stressing out. I was like, okay, well, I'm like in the middle of a neighborhood, like more of a residential area. I was like, I'll just drive until I see a gas station. Going, no gas station, no store, nothing. And so, like, all right, well, I'm gonna turn around, go back on the highway, come back the way I came. Finally, I found a gas station. And as soon as I pulled in the parking lot, I realized the car that I'm renting also has a charging port. One of those touchless charging ports. So as soon as I pulled the gas station to buy a charger, I realized the car I'm driving has a charger built into it. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna hang out here for a second, I guess. Went inside, bought a lottery ticket, thought I won. I didn't. I got nothing. And yeah, super fun. Anyways, I ended up going to the Sunset Cliffs, which was really cute and fun. Got really delicious tacos. I'm gonna go to a bar that a friend recommended now. I wanted to do my makeup while chatting. However, I don't have anywhere to put my phone to do the makeup while I chat. Unless I'm like this the whole time, which really just cinematically seems really not right. Just a lot of negative space over here if I do that, so. Okay, well, I redid the way my hair was clipped because I thought it looked ugly. It didn't, I I don't think it fixed anything. I think this is a really bad angle of me, but my tripod, I packed, however, I forgot the part where the phone goes onto, like it screws onto the tripod legs, and then that's the part I forgot at home. So I'm kind of just making do with this roll of toilet paper on top of a sink. Okay. Oh, let me turn the music off. I hope I'm in the camera. I literally can't see. So nothing fancy. I don't have any good shoes because I literally just packed carry-on suitcase. Just got all white outfit. I have my sweater in case it gets chilly. I think I want to put my hair up. Hair up. Wish I had my slick back stuff. My hair's greasy enough, so it works. The street cleaning 7 to 10 a.m. this morning, and my car is parked and it's like 6:50 something. I'm got to leave anyways. I am volunteering to help out, put together some meals and give food to people who are really struggling right now, especially with SNAP benefits getting cut off and everything that's just progressively getting worse at the moment. I think it's really important that we do our best to help where we can. I did not take any videos last night, which I wanted to do, but I completely forgot because I got nervous. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I feel like whenever I get discouraged from something, I will just give up altogether. Like, I couldn't find parking because there was no parking next to it. It's just in a neighborhood. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe I just shouldn't go on this hike. Like, I'll just go on to the next thing. But then I was like, no, going to find a place to park and go on this hike. It was the easiest adversity I've ever faced. Oh, a parking spot right down the road in a neighborhood. But in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna get a ticket. I can't be parking here. This is someone's house. But no, it's not. I'm not gonna get a ticket. It's no one's house. You're on the side of the road. It's fine. And so I'm glad that I went through with it, because if not, I wouldn't be looking at this right now. It sounds really small and stupid, and I know that. I really do know that. I've just always been a very highly anxious person, which is why pushing myself in like the tiniest little ways, like finding a parking spot. I feel like when you do push yourself in the tiniest little of ways and you're like, I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna make it work. You start to apply that to other situations in your life, and it starts to come more naturally, and then that's how you break that habit of just giving up immediately, like I've always done. And then I feel like it becomes a domino effect or a butterfly effect, or maybe butterfly. I think it's a butterfly. I don't really know the huge difference between those two effects, but it becomes one of those to where it starts to apply in larger situations as time goes on, because it becomes a more natural habit to just push through that one little thing, which turns into pushing through bigger things and then bigger things, and then all of a sudden you're like, no, I could literally do anything I want in the best way possible, in the way where you can start a business or move across the country or whatever it might be. Something that might scare you, and you just make it a habit to make it happen anyway because you believe you can already. I'll have to say, I did find that parking spot, so now I'm here. Took the best nap. I needed to lay down. I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning. When I went down for my nap, like I'm a toddler. When I went down for my nap, it was cloudy. and now it is super cloudless, as you can see. I'm really glad that I ended up going on my trip, because even though it was really short and sweet, it kind of just really proved to myself that just because my anxiety tells me that something might go wrong and I get an inkling, that doesn't mean that something is always going to go wrong. I'm glad I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, because I feel like moving forward, I'll continue to do that.